Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to this 4/4 portal message. You guys, today is April 4th, 4/4, 44. I hope that you guys are all doing so good today. You know, with any portal that we have the portals like every month, right? 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, blah, 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 blah. You know, and each portal brings different energy, right? And significance. So this portal is a portal of great abundance. This portal is a portal of great salt. It's solidifying the foundations in our lives, in our homes, in our money, in love, like just a lot of stuff. But the message specifically that I got today for you guys, for the collective who sees us through all space and time, that a time of great suffering, an era of great suffering has ended. A time of great suffering has ended. And you are the captain of your heaven on earth ship. You are the one, you know, like in the Tarot 3 of Wands, like your ships are arriving. Well, you're the one operating and driving the ship. You're steering the ship. Okay. So let's go ahead and clear the air a little bit. Let's go ahead and clear the energy. An era of suffering. The suffering that you've been enduring, it's been really bad over the past like year or two. But you know, for most of you guys, your whole life has been about like your justice skills. There's been a great imbalance where you have endured a lot of suffering. People, situations, relationships, suffering in silence, suffering within your own, you know, your own self, because you internalize a lot. I'm speaking to empaths, starseeds, healers, psychics, mediums, tarot readers, crystal connoisseurs, Reiki masters, energy healers, you know, like shamans, all the things. All the things. You've been suffering, mi amors. It's not all been bad. You have found the light many times in the darkness, but there's been a great deal of darkness. There's been a great deal of pain. There's also been a great deal of stagnancy in your life. And frustration and tears. Frustration for sure. Frustration because it's like the farmer planting the seeds, you know, and the farmer is like, you know, doing all the things right. I plant my seeds, I till my land, I till the soil, I do all the things, and then I plant my seeds and I tend to my seeds and I go out every day and I check them, and you know, I send love to them, and you know, but they've just taken forever to grow. They've taken forever to grow. And that's where the frustration comes in, because like I said, it's like I'm doing all these things right, but where is the harvest? Where is the fruit? The fruit is now. And that's the message. This is your harvest. This is your fruits of your labor. And today, 4/4, it's an extremely powerful manifestation portal. Specifically, like this morning, I woke up and it was all my heart chakra, which is the 4th chakra. On 4/4, I'm feeling the 4th chakra. There's a lot of upgrading happening in the heart right now, and things connected to your heart, and the things that you've been calling out from your heart. But today, make sure your awareness is in the heart. I just saw 444. Thank you, angels. Legions of angels are around. 100,000 angels just showed up in this message. The angels are with you. The angels are with you. I'm seeing like hibiscus flowers and daffodils, yellow daffodils, right? So I don't know, like that could be a confirmation or a sync or a favorite flower. But I also am like, look up the spiritual meaning. Look up the spiritual meaning of the hibiscus and the daffodil. Like you've suffered enough. You've suffered enough. And it's not suffering in the way that like it's, you know, it's not like a victim. You're not a victim, and you know you're not a victim. Maybe that's a part of what you've had to overcome through the suffering is, you know, releasing that victim energy. Why does this keep happening to me? Why can't I catch a break? I feel like I do all the right things and I'm good to people and I, you know, but then this happens and this happens and this happens. And I'm seeing everyone else around me, you know, thriving or having, you know, loving relationships or success. But I think, you know, in your heart, like it's good to celebrate others, right? You see people doing well, you see them abundant, successful, like, hey, awesome. You know, if it dredges up insecurity or if it dredges up envy or if it dredges up like the victim energy or triggers victimhood, like, well, why isn't that happening for me and it's happening for them, you know? Then that's just, those are points of healing and release. But the reason why those things have taken longer for you is because you have a much bigger purpose. You have a huge purpose. And I'm sure a lot of those other people too, because they're reflections of you and you're reflections of them, like they're just mirroring to you what you have within you as well. And what you're capable of. But anyways, let's get into the cards, you guys. An era of suffering and stagnancy is over. The Wheel of Fortune has officially turned in your favor, and today is, I don't know, it's huge. It's connected to that. Your heart and like what's lying, like emotions and, you know, different things that are connected to your heart that have been lying dormant, those are being activated. Those are going to come back. They're being activated. Like, meaning it's coming back to your awareness. I've healed my heart, Erica. My heart is open, Erica. And yes, I know that you have. I know that we've all been doing a great amount of healing when it comes to our hearts. But don't kid yourself. There's layers and layers and layers. When our heart portal is fully open, so is our dreams, so is our love, so is our abundance, so is our growth and expansion and love for self. You know what I mean? So surrender right now. Like this morning, like I could feel it all in my heart. And I'm not saying that's how everyone is feeling it, but it is the 4th chakra. Today's the 4-4 portal. Look up the 4th house in astrology and what it connects to. Your home, family, like it's like your direct reality, basically, you know. Your stability, your foundation. That is what's solidifying right now. Let's get a message from the, ooh, hello. Yep, you guys, look at this flew out. This is what I wanted. And then whatever just happened, it accidentally hit the Light Seer's Tarot. And then these all flipped over together. Knight of Swords. Haste. Speed. Duty. Honor. That's what you've been doing. The Hierophant. This is spirit and the higher self. This is also like masculine energy, you know, but it's the higher self. I feel like what I'm seeing is like, this is like your inner healed masculine energy. Like just, it's, you know, taking action from the heart and not from the ego. And that's what today is really a beautiful energy of. It's manifesting from the heart, not from the ego and the mind. This is what I think. This is what I think. No, the heart is all about what I feel. This is what I call into my life now because it feels good, because it feels in alignment for me, because I feel the love from it. I feel the joy from it. I feel the prosperity and the abundance from it. This is a new beginning, the Ace of Swords, Archangel Michael. This card keeps coming out over and over and over the last few days. Like a couple days ago, I just recorded a whole reading from Archangel Michael. I channeled it from Archangel Michael because of this. This is victory. This is breakthrough. This is seeing things very clear. Archangel Michael, the angel of clarity. You have an angel of clarity. I'm not saying Archangel Michael is the angel of clarity. I'm saying you have Archangel Michael, but you also have angels or an angel of clarity with you. Angels of divine strength. Angels of reconciliation, of not reconciliation with a lover or a counterpart. I mean reconciliation within your heart and yourself. Helping you reconcile with your divine sovereign self and your divine sovereign truth. This is the moment. This is, I feel very strongly with this portal that that's what this is. It's like a huge like energy of like unzipping, you know, more of that false self or the wounded self and stepping out into that new version of you. You've suffered enough. You have the white stag, protector. Archangel Michael is also a protector. So you have animals, guides. The white stag is magical. It's like a mythical creature, right? Do full white stags exist? Yeah, absolutely. Do full white deer exist? Yeah, absolutely. But they're rare, aren't they? An anomaly. An enigma. Like if you were to see one, if you're out on a hike or in the forest and the white stag appears, that is a moment of pure grace. That is a moment of divinity. I mean, connecting with any animal in nature and nature itself is to me very divine and divinity. You know what I mean? But to have such a rare, mystical, magical beauty, bless you, which it is. The white stag is showing up to bless you because it's letting you know you're protected. You're protected and you're magical and you're different. And you came to show the way to many on how to live life in alignment and in a different way. And society and family and people and work structures and corporations and, you know, people at school or teachers, like, they don't understand. You've known more rejection than most. You've known suffering more than most. And we come from a place of humility, don't we? We're not saying, oh, my journey is so hard. You have no idea what I've been through. You know, we don't do that. That's ego. That's comparing. You know, we don't do that. You don't know what I've been through. You don't know, you know what I mean? Like, all that is like ego. And we don't do that. We honor each individual journey. And we honor our journey. You guys have been there for so many people throughout your life that have been also suffering. And you've held that loving space for so many. You're such a high level spiritual being. You're a leader. You're a leader. And with this 4-4 portal, it's you walking up. It's you taking the steps. This is the portal. This is the portal. That's your, you know, the Hierophant speaks of like faith and belief systems, you know, the church. It could represent like the church, things like that. It does connect to that, but, you know, religion is the biggest scam ever created by humans, and patriarchal rule, etc. So I don't honor it in that way. That's just me. You're breaking down the system. You've had difficulty because you are a walking, breathing, talking emanation of breaking down the societal structures and beliefs that are false. You know what I mean? That are not in alignment with true divine source, which is why, a huge reason why you've suffered so much. You know? Peer pressure. You know, they talk about peer pressure, like kids in school, right? Like, oh, don't fall into peer pressure. Don't fall under peer pressure. But honestly, peer pressure never goes away. You just start seeing it as a child. You know? But it never goes away. You experience pressure from your peers in school. You experience pressure from your peers, meaning family. You've experienced pressure from society, from your jobs, from the corporate worlds, right? Like constantly being placed in situations where you feel forced to rise up and show up as a version that fulfills someone else's expectation. Never mind your own expectation. You've been showing up to fulfill other people's expectations of you. And that, mi amors, creates suffering. That creates suffering. And then you finally get to a point where you say, F this. I'm done living in your expectation of me, and your expectation of me, and your expectation of me. I'm going to start living in my expectation of me. And that's what you've been breaking through, and that's what you've been moving through. And that's why it's been so painful. And that's also why you are getting paid out big time. Because you've done things that many people they will never be brave enough to do. They will never be courageous enough to do. You left that job. You said, screw you to that boss. And to those coworkers who were haters, non-supporters. You said goodbye to marriages, to partnerships. And you chose you. I'm done living in the expectation of this. And your everyday mundane cycles. It's expected of me to show up. I'm expected at this family event. You know, they invited me. They're expecting me to go. I don't feel like going, but they expect me to go. So I'm going to go because I feel the pressure. And then everyone's going to talk shit if I don't go, right? Again, this is what you've been breaking down, and you have felt a lot of resistance all around you because of that. Let's read the stag. You are an old soul. Yeah, you are. If you're here on this channel, not just who subscribe right now, but like those of you guys who are first timers, those of you guys, this is the first time you're seeing my channel, you're seeing one of my readings, right? You're an old soul. I bring in ancient energy for sure. Your vibe attracts your tribe. Your best friend is nature. Yeah, because nature doesn't judge you. Spirit doesn't judge you. The animals never judge you. Nature isn't sitting there with their arms crossed looking at you, expecting this, expecting that, expecting this. I'm hearing breaking out of the routine. You are one with nature. Nature shows us the different seasons. Nature shows us how to be wild and free. Nature is a very primal energy. It's You know, like it's also soothing, calming, it's healing, it's all these things, therapeutic. That's who you are. You're no different. You know? And that's why you're so special. That's why you are so damn special. And that's why you are so damn blessed. Because that's the season of suffering and stagnancy in your life is over. It's done. My beautiful souls. Use your intuition to take you where you want to go. That's what you've been doing. That's what you've been trusting in. Awaken to the powerful force within you. You are meant to create blessings with your magic. You are meant to create blessings with your magic. And boy, are you magic. And boy, is your crown chakra and third eye powerful. Anything that's right, you've been running from anything that isn't in alignment. But this is also you, like just things taking off. Things taking off. All right. Bottom of the deck is the unicorn, which is obviously a high dimensional, beautiful being, spirit animal with the butterfly. If you're seeing butterflies and you're getting a lot of like unicorn energy, okay, that's very significant. One, it's significant to this message, but it's also just significant to the magic. Like the stag says, you are magic, but you're meant to create blessings with your magic. And you're not only, you've awakened to the powerful force within you, and this portal is helping with that, especially, again, in the heart chakra. You are the sovereign of the seen and unseen worlds. Exactly. You are a divine sovereign connected to the seen and unseen worlds. It's not your job to make people understand you. It's your job to be you. As long as you are in alignment with you and you understand you and you're coming from the heart and soul and you're coming from the highest and greatest good of all, who cares? And that's been a really big initiation. And not everyone is going to be right there, right this very moment, but this is what you're moving into, or this is what you've already moved into. I think starting like now, you're going to start seeing the magic big time. The magic of love surrounds you. Beauty transforms you. Listen to the spirits of light. Abandon the darkness. That's what you've been doing. Abandoning, running from the darkness, seeing the light, connecting with your higher self, your gifts. You know, the higher self, the more ascended, the soul self. Abandon the darkness, go beyond the ordinary and become the legendary. Go beyond the ordinary and become the legendary. That's exactly what I was just talking about and channeling all about, you guys. You are not mundane. You are not ordinary. You are one of the souls here to change the narrative. You're here to change lives. You also have like 2 of the unicorns and 2 of the butterflies. So for me, this also speaks of love, divine partnership, and divine alignment in that way. For a lot of you guys, you have a divine counterpart that you're meant to do a lot of beautiful work with. You know, like you have your journey and mission, but like there's someone else there where like you guys come together and it's just like boom, you know? Success, infinite abundance. Like you've broken generational curses, generational patterns. And all this work that you've been doing, that's tied to the suffering. Most people, it's too uncomfortable, right? Like they start feeling any kind of suffering in their life, and what do? They spiritual bypass. What do? They stay in a survival mode. You are different. You are strong. And you come from a place of divine sovereign strength. You carry purity and innocence like the lamb, the baby lamb. Well, that's what a lamb is. A lamb is a baby sheep. You're meant to be in the spotlight. You're meant to have many people see you. You're meant to, you know, the light is shining on you. This, again, it's victory. It's victory. You've overcome so much. You've also overcome psychic attacks and people trying to block you and stop you, or forces trying to stop you and block you, even in your sleep. You've survived dark nights of the soul. We don't just have one, we have, you know, I mean, it's when we go within, right? And now is your time of happiness. It's coming out of the darkness, and into the light, literally, into the light, into the light. Victory, recognition, reward. The universe sees you. It sees you very clearly. In fact, it's like a big spotlight on you. It's a big spotlight on you. Okay, you're also being called right now to have fun. The Sun card represents the happiest card in the tarot. Joy, bliss, happiness, victory. Again, 2 cards, major and minor, victory, victory, victory. And you have the 2 yes cards in the tarot. Well, actually, the Ace of Swords for me is a yes as well, because it's divine truth, Archangel Michael bringing truth. Okay, like some of you guys, like you're going to be starting, you're following your heart. Look at that, the Star card, followed by the Ace of Wands, followed by forward movement. She's alone. Spirit is pulling her through the storms, but she's alone. You've been alone. There's a difference between, look at that, forward movement and then major arcana forward movement. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. This right here, you guys, is beautiful. But you've known it. Look at that. But this is that suffering. I'm telling you, you guys know if I'm Erica, I'm a psychic medium and a priestess. Okay, so I forgot to say in my little intro, we are a Pillar of Light channel. This is what you've known. This right here has been the majority of your life. Heartbreak, sadness, pain, you know, being alone. Again, alone. She's also alone here and here, meaning you had to be alone. You had to go through these things alone. You had to see the wickedness of life. Sometimes you had to see the wickedness of people. You know? Bigger the pain, bigger the purpose. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, all that. Your time of suffering is over. Your time of balance, strong foundations, divine love, soul friendships and community coming together. The rainbow energy is blessing you right now. This is extreme alignment and healing as well. Look at that. This is 4-4 portal. This is the 4-4 portal. This is it. Your time of suffering is over. This is it. You're not going to be, look at that, but she stayed in her heart and she kept, man, this is 4-4 portal. The 4-4 portal is heart chakra. See the heart chakra here? It's about wishing from the heart, manifesting from the heart, and feeling the manifestations with love from the heart. We don't manifest like with the ego brain and like, you know what I mean? Like it's about feeling it. I mean, yes, your thoughts become things, but that's what I mean. When you're thinking it and envisioning it and feeling it, it's like, whoa, so powerful. Coming out of separation with the divine love for some. But for me, it's like, it's literally just like what I'm talking about. It's like you've known so much of this and now you're going to know so much of this. And you're going to know so much of this. And you're going to know so much of this. And you're going to know so much of this. And you're going to know so much of this. That's why like the unicorn and the white stag showed up because it's like literally like telling you like you are different, you are special, you are rare. And what you've gone through, and like, you know, especially like over the recent past, like I know for the past like year or the last, especially like the last like few months, we just went through an eclipse portal, like it really came in to like shake things up. And with this 4-4 portal, you know, you might still feel that too, okay? Because like I feel like there's dormant things within the heart that are also being reactivated, you know, like you're going to feel it in your awareness. You're going to feel it so you can heal it. Or you're going to feel it so you can reconnect to it. You know? It's like a new love of life that you're going to be feeling or are feeling. An appreciation of your journey. An appreciation of yourself. And honoring yourself and knowing like, holy shit, I did it. I flippin' did it. And I did it all by myself. Maybe you had podcasts or readers or, you know, healers or, you know, books that you read, you know, like we have these beautiful divine tools, whether it's a person or a thing or whatever, to help guide us. And spirit always guides us, just like right here. Like if this reading has found you, that's another message that's put in front of you for a reason. You know, be careful not to fall for those new age, you know, spiritualists out there who are like, you know, popping up left and right on like TikTok or here and like, you know, and they put messages with titles that are clickbait. You know what I mean? It's literally what I just said. Like, you know, this was meant to find you right before this happens. This was meant to find you. You know, if this found you, it's for a reason. Duh. It's like, duh. Like, I feel like shaking those people and going, are you like an idiot? Like, duh. Like, if you knew anything about energy and how it works and the reflections of it and things like that, you know, you would never, you know what I mean? Just careful with that. I'm not saying everyone who puts those titles is like, you know, like bad or something. I just mean like, you know, they know what they're doing. They're using it as clickbait. And to me, that's like manipulation. And yeah, that's bad karma. You're trying to manipulate people. You know? It also, to me, shows like fear because, you know, they're fearful that maybe if they put like what the message is actually about, people won't get as many views. They won't make as much money. Careful with those people. Just saying. Careful. You know, you guys know me. I keep it real. I keep it real. My point is that if something is put in front of you, right, you're meant to see it. Just like this reading. Or maybe you've already been subscribed to the channel and this just popped up, right? You saw I uploaded a new reading, right? Like, because it's like, oh yeah, I need to hear that, right? Like, don't think it's not meant for you because, right, you're already subscribed and it just pops up and you watch a lot of my readings anyway. That's okay. It's still meant for you. 3333. Thank you, Spirit. Speaking of which, I have an angel number book here. This is just another beautiful mystic who channeled out angel numbers. Like she connected with her angels and this is like her interpretation of it. Look at this. 4-4. Divine intervention. Protection. Ask for protection. The first card out, the white stag, is the protector. You've been going through a very difficult time, but you're protected. Don't think that you're not. You are. You are. Your spirit guides are fighting off darkness left and right. They're blocking people, troublemakers, drama starters, you know, low vibrational karmic energies. Like they're blocking you. They're protecting you from this shit. You know, other people, I can't speak for other people. But I can share what I witness a lot. You know, people that I know that, like, you know, they keep attracting in toxic people or toxic situations or low vibrational people, karmic, like lovers. One, because they lack love within themselves, so they attract people like that. But two, because they're not, you know, in alignment in that way. And so it's like they keep getting that invited in, right? But you guys are different. Maybe that was you at one point, but you rose above the suffering. And again, you chose self-love, didn't you? You chose to feel the pain so you can turn it into your power and alchemize it into your power and make it your magic. You alchemize your pain into very strong psychic gifts. You manifested your pain into very strong intuition and abundance and love and all these things. Do not think that this was all in, you know, vain, or that, you know, you've been forgotten. You haven't. It's just that you have a very sacred purpose and a very special light. And not everyone's allowed to feel that warmth of your light. And not everyone's allowed to have your light shine on them. But the ones who are meant to receive it, they're coming in now. They're aligning in now. Whether these are clients, lovers, friends, you know, business associates, you know, whatever it is. It's the people that will help. They will not steal your light or try to siphon your light. They will enhance your light and you will enhance theirs. 4-4, divine intervention, ask for protection. The angelic realm is around you presently. Hell yeah, it is. We have Archangel Michael. We have the Hierophant. We have this beautiful sunshine energy, the sun dragons, the sun angels, the light codes. But to me, this is just like the light in general all around you. Literally, like, it's like you have a whole freaking, like a whole army of like a light team, and they're just all for you. They're all for you. The angelic realm is around you presently. And even, didn't I say earlier, I saw 444 and I said a legion of angels, 100,000 angels. The angels want you to ask them for help and support with stronger intentions. Lie in meditation today and repeat this mantra. I am ready for divine intervention in my life. I am ready for divine intervention in my life. Feel it in your heart, my loves. Let's see 444. Oh my gosh, protective magic. Are you kidding me? Protection, protector. You are meant to create blessings with your magic. There's the word magic. Infinite possibilities. The magic of love surrounds you. Magic, magic, magic. Protection, protection, protection. You are magic and you are protected. Your gifts are protected. Your chakras are protected. Okay? The universe has your back. Protective magic. Your prayers are heard. Exactly. 4-4 portal, you guys. Your prayers around money. Your prayers around stability and stronger foundations in your life. Love, everything. Relationships. Health, like everything. Your prayers are heard. And magic, protective magic surrounds you now. This number assures you that you are being heard. Your angels are guiding you, surrounding you, and answering your prayers of protection. It may be a time of struggle. What did I say? But you are being led into the light. Holy shit. Gosh. I say this with love and humility from my heart, you guys, but mic drop. Mic drop, because what is this whole download and the title of this reading? An era of struggle is over. It may be a time of struggle, but you are being led into the light by your guardians. Take a moment to thank your angels for their protective presence in your life. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay? you know, in the past, you've had so many initiations, and we will. It's not like the end of initiations. It's not the end. I'm not saying you'll never have a dark night of the soul again, etc. The higher we rise, the deeper we go into our healing. We know this. We are very high frequency energies. You know, we know these things. But the human aspect of ourself and our angelic aspect of self, you know, there's been a very big like interference and battle between the two. And you finally have gotten to this point where you have integrated the two. You are understanding your physical human experience and your celestial cosmic being experience as one instead of separate. And that right there, mi amores, is powerful alignment. That's why you got all this. Okay? There's been many times where you have turned away from divine love because you didn't believe that you were actually worthy of receiving it. But your awareness is seeing how deserving you are to actually receive. And how deserving you are to receive a life and to live a life where you embrace and witness divine love daily. Because you are that. And don't ever let anyone tell you different. Or do not let yourself and your, you know, any wounded ego or self-doubt, etc. tell you different. Cards don't lie. People can lie, but the cards never do. I would never do that, but you know what I mean. There's plenty of readers out here that I've seen. I've seen so many readers who manipulate the cards. You know, and if you can read energy and that's your first language, like, you guys know what I mean. You know, even readers who claim they don't do that, you know, I'm like, yeah, you do. Stop lying to everybody. You know what I mean? So this is what I've got, mi amores. Happy 4/4 portal. Okay? Happy 4/4 portal. Let's get a couple. Let's just see real quick. Like this is the Chosen One's 4/4 oracle. Let's go ahead and see real quick. Oh my God. The very last message, 4/4 about protective magic and your angels, and it's been a time of struggling, and now you're being led into the light. You're gonna see, I'm telling you, mi amores, starting right this second. Trust and have faith in that. You are surrounded by light and 10 cups and star energy, wishes fulfillment. You have soulmates around you, all kinds of victory and success, and the universe, God's source is recognizing and rewarding you. If you're starting like a YouTube channel or a platform or something, it's gonna be very successful. In fact, speaking of which, I wanted to start my second channel for the Priestess path today on 4/4, but you guys, like, this Mercury retrograde right now, like, I'm not starting jack-ish until Mercury goes direct. It'll be sometime in April. I don't know exactly what day, but I'm like, no way. There's no way in hell. As much as I wanted to do it on 4/4, there's no way in hell. I'm starting right now. This is the worst Mercury retrograde I've ever witnessed. Or I've ever, like, you know. But look at divine protection and intervention. The divine is intervening, and it's 4/4 exactly. 4/4 now. This whole message was about divine protection and intervention and magic and how the struggle is over. But the struggle has been very real. You've had a lot of resistance. A lot of resistance. A lot of pushback. A lot of tests, which are initiations. It's the spiritual survival of the fittest. And you are the fittest. Enemies. You are protected from enemies. And the divine has intervened repeatedly against enemies or people that want to bring you some kind of, you know, strife or darkness or drama or, you know, dark magic or whatever it is. Okay, so some of you guys need to know this. You are protected. The divine has intervened. Don't worry about this. Don't worry about that. My beautiful empaths. That's why enemies attract to you. They want to, you know, they want your energy. They lack love and compassion, and you have so much of it. You know what I mean? They're extremely broken and dark, and you're extremely broken, but you come from love. You know what I mean? Like your whole life. But anyways, right now, especially, okay, my empaths are protected from enemies. And that's what I said, you guys. That's literally what I said. I said, like, spirit has been blocking this kind of stuff out. You know? Right now, you're getting beyond synchronicities, okay? It's the universe is the, you know, and your reality is always a reflection of like your inner energy, your energy, right? Your chakras, etc. So it's a projection, right? Of, okay, so the synchronicities you're receiving, they're letting you know, like all of this stuff right here. They're letting you know that you are protected, very powerful, and also that you're like a very special soul. It's showing you like you have rare gifts. You have a rare mission. Like you're here to like be a leader. You're here to change lives. You're here to help the masses. I love it. And we have the 444 on there, okay? Because you're one of God's ambassadors. You're one of God's ambassadors, and any kind of dark spell work or anything like that, okay, you broke it. You broke the generational curses. You broke. This is the moment everything changes for you, because you have the gift of courage. And it is a gift. And so many people have courage within, but they will never tap into it and use it. You are a true survivor, mi amor. You are a true survivor, but you know what? You're done living in survival mode. That's what this message is. You're done living in survival mode, or paycheck to paycheck, or this or that, or whatever it is. This is your time where you level up. You're right here on this platform, and you're meant to be up here on this platform. And right now, boom, there it is. And on this platform, all of this is there. Okay? I love you so much. Let me know in the comments, you guys, please. How are you feeling? What have been your struggles? What has been your frustration? This is a safe space. And anyone who tries to come in and infiltrate with like dark energy, I try to remove those comments or block those people as much as I can. Because I protect you guys. And myself from that shit. Luckily, we are very protected, and that kind of stuff doesn't happen a lot on this channel, but I want to know. I want you to share with me. You know, because I share with you guys all the time. You know, let it out. Release it from your heart. Release it from your body. Release it from your energy field. It's been so hard, Erica. It's been such a struggle. You know, I've been out of work. I lost my job. You know, my spouse left me, or I just had, you know, I had to leave a marriage, and, you know, I had to build my life on my own again. And I've had to like find my, you know, stand on my own 2 feet in this way. And I've been alone for a long time, and I don't have friends, and, you know, no one understands me, and my family rejects me. And I've, you know, I've struggled with addiction, and I right? This is a safe space to share that, you guys. Because I'm the first to admit that I've been struggling. It has been a very difficult struggle, and I can't even tell you the amount of tests that I've undergone in the past like year and a half. And the past like few months, 5-6 months. Actually, if we're being like completely like transparent here, the last eclipse portal that we had in October, So 6 months ago, because the eclipse portals happen every 6 months, twice a year. And they always happen in twos. So you get 2 eclipses back to back, right? They happen in pairs. So the October eclipse portal back in October 2024, that really shook things up that needed to be shaken up. You know, the subconscious, darkness, patterns, programming. So over the last 6 months, that's what many have been facing and feeling, is more shadows, subconscious stuff that, you know, wasn't there before, seeing through more patterns, illusions, breaking free of the old and clearing and like, right? And then the closer we got to this eclipse portal that we just had, it's like these eclipses came in and finished the job. All the work that we've been doing for the last 6 months, it's like this came in and right. And so now it's leveled us up again. And this is where we're at now. Okay? And remember, the struggle is over. And yes, the struggle has been real, but don't let it be so real that that's your reality. You know, we're okay. It's been fucking hard, but I released the struggle. This is what I've gone through. This is what had to happen for me to get here. Because I'm so special and I'm meant for so many special things and I'm meant to help so many. And so many of you guys, now you're through your own journey and testimony, you're going to take, because the healer heals self first and then they can help others, but you're going to take your journey and you're going to help a lot of people because of your journey and your experience. For sure. So I love you guys. If you want to book a reading with me, a healing session, you know, event sesh, I do past life Akashic record readings. I am an Akashic guide and channel for the Akashic records. I do goddess channeling sessions with Isis and Mary Magdalene, but also any other ascended masters, goddesses, archangels, angels, you know, loved ones on the other side that want to come through, you know. So it's kind of like, it's a goddess channeling, but like if you're like, oh, I really connect with Mother Mary, you know, then that's who I will tune into and connect with. My channels are very connected and very open in that way. So anyways, it's all in the description box below. And also you guys pinned in the comments below is a video that you can tune into and watch. And it explains and shares all about our upcoming Magdalene Codes Sacred Retreat in south of France this September. We are in a 9-year. This is the year of the High Priestess. And we're going in the 9th month and we're going for 9 days. 999, okay? Which 9 is a very spiritual number in the first place, but it's also very connected to the High Priestess path. This is for men and women, by the way, okay? So FYI, we already have, you know, we have 2 beautiful masculines who have already signed up. I think we have 11 people already signed up. And we were hoping for about, you know, we were holding the space for about 14 spaces. So we have a few spaces left, and depending, I don't know. I mean, you know, but that's where we're at right now, okay? So if you feel like, you know, you connect with the lineage of the Rose, Mary Magdalene, Yeshua, Mother Mary, Goddess Isis, you know, the mystery schools, ancient Egypt, Atlantis, sacred temples, you know, maybe you really connect and feel very connected to France and the lands there. Like myself, I've always felt, ever since I was little, I've always felt called to, not even like Paris, like most people, like, oh, I want to go to Paris, I want to visit Paris, you know, the most magical city in the world, da, da, da. I'm not even, I've always felt like a dream of mine is to own a beautiful like French chateau in the French countryside. Whether I live there for half the year or it's a vacation home or I don't know, but I always felt that. And obviously fast forward now, I see why, because southern France are the sacred lands of the Magdalene. And this retreat that I'm co-hosting with 2 beautiful beloved souls who are in divine union, husband and wife, Stellar and John, they have been doing this sacred work and these sacred codex teachings, like, and their teachings, you guys, are, you won't find these teachings anywhere else in the world. And I say that with humility and humbleness and love, but it's just the truth. It's just the truth. These are the true ways and teachings and codexes of the Rose lineage dating back like, you know, billions of years ago, because the Magdalene lineage is billions of years old. It's not a few thousand years old, or 10 or 50,000 or a million. It's very ancient. So anyways, if you are feeling the call to this initiation, to this beautiful vacation initiation and sacred retreat, also in the sacred retreat, all participants are going to, all initiates I should say, are going to be going through level 1 and level 2 training with Stellar and John in their Holy White Flame Temple training, which is very, very high level quantum healing and teaching. So everyone who comes home from this retreat, they can immediately, if they wish to, start working one-on-one, doing these quantum healing sessions and using this very high level quantum technology, and teaching others, and you know, things like that. So there's a lot, you guys. So I love you so much. It's all in the video. Thank you for your love and support. Thank you for sharing, and thank you for your work, because it's beautiful work. And now you see it. You're going to see it. The struggle is over. The era of struggle is over. Now it's like autopilot. Now, you know, someone else can come in and, you know, that you've hired or something, right? And now they can steer the ship while you sit back and you relax on the deck and, you know, sip your little umbrella drink and enjoy the sun and like just, you know, receive. It's like that. Okay? I love you. Happy 4/4 portal, mi amores, and I'll see you soon.